The CIA has been tracking the psychic abilities of not only American citizens, but also around the world. Let me show you. In this declassified document that was released in 2001 labeled Human Paranormal Capabilities, it was actually tracking different experiments that were happening in China and Japan. Pause to read, but in this publication named Research in Human Paranormal Capabilities, these are all of the different types of experiments that happen. Some are with children, right over here, or just different psychic abilities altogether. But I want to focus on the psychic student in Japan, page 90. See, this experiment was done by the actual editorial department of the publication themselves. A few of the editors had seen the student bend a spoon with his mind. They told their colleagues, though open to the paranormal, to psychic abilities, thought they were lying. Actually states the reason society does not recognize the existence of psychic abilities is because there are too few opportunities to actually observe it. So that's why they invited the student then to come to the department itself so that all of their colleagues could see it. See, the experiment did not start off well. First off, the department itself was nervous. They didn't know what to expect. Some people were believers, some people weren't. Majority were not. And also the student was 30 minutes late. All of that impacts how an experiment goes when it comes to psychic abilities. The student himself even said, I'm super nervous. Now I'm scared that if I don't repeat this experiment and it happens again, I'm going to be so embarrassed. So instead of it happening immediately, like the last experiment, it took a long time to the point that people actually left the room because they thought it was a hoax. So one of the editors decided, you know what? I feel like our nervousness and our skepticism is actually impacting the student. So a few of them decided to leave the room so that so many people weren't staring at him and ridiculing him real time. And it worked because within 5 minutes of them leaving the room, he was able to bend the spoon. And there were a few people there that saw it and the room went silent. And after he bent the spoon, the staff members started asking, can I touch it? And when they reached it, they felt electricity. It was coming out of him, not from necessarily the spoon itself, but from him putting his abilities through the spoon to bend it. They said it felt like a buzzing. And they realized when he had done the test previously, he was able to radiate EM waves coming right out of his head. Pause to read this entire page as well. It has a lot of good information. They even said when they tested him previously, it was like he was a human antenna. There was EM waves coming out of his head and it was able to be registered on an instrument, a device. They even upped it and had him bend a wrench that was thicker than the spoon, and it bent the same way, and they felt the buzzing. They also were able to feel that electricity. My favorite paragraph of this entire study is this: people who have not seen it with their own eyes will not believe. This is probably the main reason why psychic ability is categorized as the occult. However, perhaps this is the only way, because if it were believable without seeing it, then it would not be paranormal. I will be posting a part 2 of this declassified document because it even talks about another study where people mentally broke metal pins and then put them back together with their minds without touching it. This is so interesting.